Not every photo organizing tool looks the part. Some of the best ones are hidden in plain sight, like Beyond Compare. At first glance, it just looks like a flat folder comparison tool for IT folk or file management. But dig a little deeper and it turns out to be a brilliant way to find duplicate photos, compare Apple photo libraries, and even check edited photo versions side by side. In this video, I'll show you how to use Beyond Compare in your photo organizing workflow. And stay with me until the end because I'll share how I use Beyond Compare in my own workflow. Install and set up. Let's start right at the beginning, getting Beyond Compare set up and ready to use. It's a lightweight piece of software, so don't worry, this part's quick and painless. Head on over to scootersoftware.com and download Beyond Compare for your system. It's available for Windows, macOS and Linux, so you can pretty much use it anywhere. You get a 30-day free trial, which is more than enough time to explore and see if it fits into your photo organizing workflow. Once it's installed, open it up. And this is where people often get surprised. You'll land on the home screen and it looks very plain and simple at first glance, almost like an old school file manager. But don't be fooled. This is where all the power lives.
Across the screen, you'll see your comparison options, such as folder compare, folder merge, text, media, picture, and table compare. Each of these has a specific purpose, but for photo organizing, which lets you check two folders or photo libraries against each other, and the picture compare, which allows you to see the visual differences between two images, perfect for deciding which one to keep.
Folder compare. Let's look at one of the most surprisingly powerful ways to use Beyond Compare, and one that most people never think of. It's normally designed for comparing folders, but if you've ever ended up with multiple Apple photo libraries and can't remember which one is the most complete, this tool can save you hours of guesswork. Usually, Apple hides everything inside the photo library package, which makes it a pain to compare manually. But Beyond Compare can look straight inside without you needing to unpack anything.
From the folder screen, choose Folder Compare. You can load your two libraries. You can either drag and drop them straight into the left and right panels, or use the browser buttons at the top. I like to put my main photos library that I think is the right one on the left and my backup on the right. But if you want to swap them around, just click on the double arrow button at the top. The comparison starts automatically once both sides are loaded. Beyond Compare scans both libraries and instantly highlights the differences using color codes. It's incredibly visual and easy to follow. To understand what you're seeing, open up the Legend window, which you'll find in View, and then just click on Legend. The colors tell you exactly what's happening. For example, red is new or different, grey is older versions, purple are orphans, files that exist in one library but not the other. You can filter what you're seeing using the buttons at the top. I like to use the orphans left that show only your sources using your main library, and orphans right show files only in the backup or the secondary library. Now here's the clever part, and this is what makes Beyond Compare so useful for photo organizers. Normally comparing Apple photo libraries, you'd have to open up the package content manually, but here you don't. Beyond Compare can look straight inside. We're going to focus on the Originals folder, as that's where your actual photos really live. Ignore the folders like Preview or Resources or Database, because they're naturally different between libraries that were created or edited at different times. Once you've focused in, you'll look to see which library has more total files and newer timestamps. That's the library that's more up to date, your most complete version.
This trick alone can save you from merging the wrong Apple Photos library or accidentally overwriting the one that actually has your latest work. Once you've found the most up-to-date one, keep that as your main library. But if you have a few odd photos in the old library, you can download them and upload them to your library. I wouldn't recommend just moving them. Or you can use Power Photos to merge your libraries. To find out how to do this, check out this little video up here. Picture Compare. Now let's move on to another great tool in the Beyond Compare offering, Picture Compare. At first glance, you might think this tool is just for checking documents or folders, but it's actually perfect for photo organisers who want to see the fine-grained differences between two images. Let's say you've got an original photo from a camera and a smaller edited version that you posted on social media, and you want to check what changed before deciding which one to keep. This is exactly where Picture Compare shines.
From the home screen, choose Picture Compare. Drop one image onto the left-hand pane and the other onto the right. For example, your original file on the left and your edited version on the right. You can also use the folder icon at the top if you prefer to browse for files manually. If the two images don't line up, maybe one's rotated differently, you can go to View and Rotate or Flip to align them. Also, if the files are different sizes, you can switch on auto scale, so Beyond Compare automatically resizes them to match for an accurate comparison. Once they're lined up, you'll see both photos side by side, and Beyond Compare will visually highlight where they're different. It's surprisingly intuitive once you see it in action. There are a few modes, and I use two of them. Tolerance mode, where grey is a perfect match, blue is small and low impact differences, and red is a noticeable or important differences, for example, edits, cropping, or retouching. Then there is the mismatch range mode, where black areas that match exactly, yellow areas are different. The brighter or deeper the colour, the more significant the change. If you're comparing resized or compressed images, like a smaller web version, you'll see differences around the edges in the fine detail. It's completely normal. It's because the pixels are going to be so different when you align them up. Now, over on the right-hand side, there is the metadata panel. Beyond Compare goes one step further. It shows your file information such as size, creation and modification dates, resolution, and EXIF data. Any differences are conveniently highlighted in red, so you can instantly spot if the images were saved in different times, resized, or edited at different times.
This tool isn't meant to hunt through thousands of photos for duplicates. It's far too hands-on for that. But it's brilliant when you're dealing with small batches of images and want to double check which one's the true original and which one's been edited and which version is worth keeping before you merge or archive your folders. Think of it as your quality control step, a way to visually confirm your choices so you don't accidentally delete the better version. If you're watching this and thinking, this is great, but my photos are still all over the place, then you might want to check out my Photo Mess Success courses. They are perfect if you are ready to finally get your photos into one system, create a backup plan that works, and start enjoying those photos again. You can find out more at photomesssuccess.co.uk, and there is a version for both Mac and PC, so you'll be covered whatever you use. Bonus tip, using Beyond Compare in your photo organising workflow. Now, Beyond Compare might not look like a typical photo organising tool, but when you build it into your workflow, it becomes one of those quiet behind-the-scenes heroes that keeps everything in sync. Here's how I use it, and you can too. Once a month, I run folder compare between my main photo archive and my backup drive. It's like a mini audit. I open up both sides and see instantly what's missing or different. The orphans, those files that exist in one place but not the other, show me exactly which new photos still need backing up. Rather than running a full cloud sync or copying everything again, I just copy over the new files manually. It's quicker, cleaner, and I know exactly what's moved. If I've been doing a lot of editing that month, I also use Picture Compare to double check the final exports. It's great for spotting tiny differences, things like image size, color adjustment, or cropped versions, so I can keep the best versions and delete the redundant ones. No more guessing which is the right file. You can even go a step further and use Beyond Compare as a pre-backup safety check. Before running your full backup or uploading to cloud storage, run a comparison. That way, you can be sure every folder on your external hard drive matches what's on your main system. No partial copies, no missing edits. My pro tip is if you name your drives consistently, for example, main archive and backup archive, you can save your comparison setting in Beyond Compare. Next time, just open up that session and it will reload everything automatically. So there you have it, how to use Beyond Compare to help sort your photos quickly and simply. And if you have a ton of duplicates to identify and doing pitch compare is going to take way too long, then check out this little video next, all about my favorite deduplication tools. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more photo organizing tips. Have fun rediscovering your memories. I'll see you in my next video.